Hi guys, so I'm going to be showing you how I make my subliminals. This was requested and I've already recorded this a couple different times, so I already have things downloaded. I'm still going to go in and show you how I download them, that way you know, but we're going to start off with affirmations, positive affirmations, pre-boosters, etc., and how I write them exactly. So, first, what I want to go over is like how I write them, okay? So I have long hair, my hair is thick. I like to put in variety, so even if it was just like a longer hair instead of longer plus thicker, this is just the one that I'm using as an example. I like to put in variety and be like, I have long hair, or example, if it was just long. My hair is long. Every second my hair grows 1,000 inches. Why do you have long hair? Questions are really important. It's kind of like, I don't know, making it more of a reality. I like to focus more on the growing part, how much it's growing, as opposed to how fast it's growing. And exaggerated helps it to grow faster, if that makes any sense. So obviously your hair is not going to grow 1,000 inches in a second. Obviously, but like when you exaggerate it like that, it helps speed up the results and the process in general. And yeah, so that is just how I like to write them. I like to make sure that there's a lot of variety in here. There's questions. And yeah, another thing that I like to do with my affirmations particularly is like right here, your hair is 1,000 times thicker every time you blink. I like to do that because it's something that you can do without thinking, and you do it a lot, so. I always add affirmations and pre-boosters. This is just what I usually use before I put in this. Usually my affirmations are not this small or this short, I guess. So like this is my perfect body one. As you can see, it's a lot more. And I like to keep them, like a tip for myself that I want to give to you guys is to keep everything you write down. So like with the community being like really sketchy right now with certain people not putting down what they should, or like putting things that are harmful, I like to keep them in case anybody asks or whatever. So, and then I have it bookmarked for the under subliminals, but it's from texttospeech.com that I use, and you copy and paste it right here. Put in Daisy. Well, you can do whatever one you want. That is just a personal preference. All of this is really just suggestions and my personal preference to things. If something else you think works better for you, then go right ahead and do it, you know? But I do Daisy, and I do very fast. I think that it just sounds the most human, and very fast. I just like faster subliminals. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm forgetting before I move on to the next thing, but I don't think so. So what I do, since I don't want copyrighted music and I don't want to have to pay for it, so it's just free, I don't use my iTunes. I download it on my phone. I don't have an iPhone. I just have a Galaxy. So what I do is I download it on my phone, and through my files I send it to my subliminal email. And at the end I'll show you how I do that on my phone through a screen recording. And I'll just put that in at the end. I already have this downloaded, and so I'll just put it in when I'm showing you how to mix everything. I don't think that there's any... Oh, there's one more thing, sorry. How I get my pictures is I go to Tumblr, and like for instance in this one I'll just do long hair, and so I used this clip just because it was fast the first time I was recording. This isn't really what I'm gonna probably use for this particular one. I have a lot more work to do on it, obviously, but this is just the one that I have. And what you're gonna do is save image as. I just saved it as long hair, so it's something quick and easy that I know how to get to. But yeah, this is of course personal preference. If you have a different aesthetic than I do, like anime or, you know, literally anything else, it works, you know. So yeah, and so after you save it, I use iMovie on my Mac, and what you just want to do is grab all the things that you just downloaded and import them in. Oh heck, I actually think that I deleted that, so I'm gonna save that image again. So as you can see, it literally automatically put on there. Okay. Just so you guys know, this is my Affirmations. I just have it like as a whole different audio clip. And then this was the one that I had saved for that. So it doesn't really matter the order that you put these down on in. Just make sure that you're putting them down right, I guess. But yeah, so I'm just gonna take it real slow real quick. You're gonna wanna speed this out to be as long as your clip is, or this is what I do at least, because it's easier for me and I just like that more, for it to be like aligned basically. And click on the image, and you see how like it does like this weird thing, it just has like a default of not being the right, like it moves, and I don't really like that. So then you're gonna hit titles. This is the one I always use just because I like it the most out of the options. Like, I know that there are obviously other ones, and I usually wouldn't pick something with like a white background just because you can't see it as well with like the white text. And I know I can change the text, but I really like the way the white text looks. So you're just gonna put your title, and you can mess around with it to make it look the way you want it to, but that's just my personal preference. And obviously your title doesn't have to be, you know, exact or whatever. However you want it to be. Okay? And so then, the fun part. Well, actually, so I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry, guys. I go and put it down to 18 or 19. I kind of eyeball it. Just because it needs to be quieter. I don't like to be able to hear the subliminals when I'm listening to the music, like almost at all, and I sometimes mess up on that, but that's okay. You're gonna want to put the next audio clip right here. Okay. And if your audio clip is longer than like your subliminals, since this is so, like, it says different things and I don't really repeat myself, you can just add it right onto there until the end and whatnot. So it's much easier just to hit the plus, in my opinion. If it goes over, like, honestly, all of this is just personal preference. If it goes over, you know, you can decide what to do with, like, this extra. But I do like to make sure that my picture and my title continue on throughout the whole thing as the same. But yeah, and I don't usually keep my music at 100. Unless it's a softer song, then I will make it maybe over 100 or keep it at 100. But I like to like be around 70. That way it's not super loud in your ears. Even though you're not really supposed to. And like I like to cut it down to where it's like the beginning of the song so that it, you know, does its thing. But yeah, and sometimes I'll add rain. You can add as many on top of each other as you want. So let's say that you want to make this a layered subliminal. You can add another one. So like, let's just take this one and add it on there, and they will talk at the same time. Just make sure that it, like, all of them are like the volume that you'd like them and stuff like that. So, and I think that is all I have to say for this. I'll add in my video recording of how to download it off of your phone, or the music onto your phone, and send it to your email at the very end. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Love you. Bye.